This is not the same Bayern Munich. And if you think this is just another dominant season in Germany, you're missing the point.
Going Musiala onto Olise.
Bayern Munich are the most lethal team in Europe right now. Don't believe it? Take a look at this. 71 goals in just 18 games. That's almost 4 goals per match in the Bundesliga. The team built by Vincent Kompany are not just winning, they are overwhelming everyone. 18 games into the season, Bayern are already sitting on 50 points, with 16 wins, 2 draws and 0 defeats. They are 11 points clear of Borussia Dortmund. The title race barely exists. Staying unbeaten and collecting a record number of points is impressive on its own, but what really stands out is how Bayern have done it during the 2025 to 2026 season. With an astonishing 71 goals after 18 matches, Bayern have already smashed the previous Bundesliga record of 57 goals at this stage, a benchmark they themselves set back in the 2021-22 campaign. They have scored at least 2 goals in every single league match this season, extending a run that now reaches 26 consecutive Bundesliga games, including the end of last season, and the goals are coming from everywhere. 15 different Bayern players have already found the net in the league. Michael Olise has chipped in with 10 goals, summer signing Luis Diaz has 9, and Serge Gnabry has added 7. But leading the charge, unsurprisingly, is Harry Kane. The England captain has already scored a ridiculous 21 goals, including 3 hat-tricks against Red Bull Leipzig, Hoffenheim and
Lennart Karl, Harry Kane.
Stuttgart.
Olise stands up the cross for Kane.
Inside the dressing room, his teammates have even given him a new nickname, Hat Trick Harry. This attacking trio is breaking every offensive rule in European football. Still don't believe it? Take a closer look. The Bayern Munich attack is a complete scandal. Harry Kane has already delivered 32 goals and 4 assists in 28 games. Michael Olise has added 13 goals and 16 assists in 28 matches, while Luis Diaz is right there with 14 goals and 10 assists in just 25 games. And here's the wildest part. This level of production has helped Bayern suffer only 1 defeat all season. Even more worrying for the rest of Europe, Jamal Musiala is finally back, adding yet another weapon to an already terrifying attack. Bayern's massive goal numbers in the Bundesliga are largely explained by this front three. As we mentioned earlier, the Bavarians have scored 71 league goals, and 49 of them have come directly from Kane, Olise and Diaz. It gets even more ridiculous when you look at the scoring charts. All 3 players are among the Bundesliga's top scorers. Harry Kane leads the way with 21 goals, while Olise and Deniz Undav sit on 10, and Luis Diaz follows closely with 9. That means 3 of the top 5 scorers in the league play for Bayern Munich. Right now, this Bayern trident is arguably the best attacking trio of the season. Between them, they have already produced 48 goals and 28 assists, adding up to 67 goal contributions, and that's in the Bundesliga alone. To put that into perspective, the closest comparison comes from Barcelona, with Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha, who together have 37 goal contributions. Even if you include Ferran Torres, who has stepped up brilliantly during Lewandowski's injury spells, Barcelona still can't match Bayern's output, reaching just 48 contributions in total. This isn't just form. This is Bayern Munich redefining what an elite attack looks like. Bayern Munich are moving at a historic pace, collecting points and goals like no one else in Europe. And as the calendar turned to 2026, no player has started the year brighter than Michael Olise. In just 3 league matches this year, the Bayern winger has already produced 3 goals and 5 assists, setting the tone for another ruthless run. January began with total destruction against Wolfsburg. Olise scored twice and added an assist in an 8-1 win, Bayern's first match after the winter break. Midweek away at FC Köln, things were tighter. Olise was visibly frustrated with his own performance. Some even said it was a quiet night for the Frenchman, yet he still delivered a crucial assist in a difficult away fixture. Even on an off day, he made the difference. Then came Saturday against Leipzig, and this is where things went to another level. Olise started on the bench, but what followed was one of the greatest substitute performances Bayern have seen in years. In just 34 minutes, he was involved in every remaining goal. Moments after coming on, he assisted a brilliant Harry Kane finish. Later, in the 81st minute, he delivered a perfect corner for Jonathan Tah to score. Almost immediately after, Kane launched a long pass from deep inside Bayern's half. Olise burst down the wing, lifted his head and squared the ball for Pavlovic to finish his 3rd assist of the night. Bayern kept pushing. When the ball fell to Jamal Musiala, making his first appearance of the season, he needed just 1 touch to set up Olise, who finished in style to seal the scoreline. 3 assists, 1 goal, all from the bench. That performance raises an inevitable question. Was this the best substitute appearance by a Bayern player since Robert Lewandowski's 5 goals in 9 minutes?
Lewandowski goes!
Whatever the answer, one thing is clear. It was a flawless display from Michael Olise, completing an extraordinary run of 3 elite performances in 7 days to start the year. Now we have to talk about Luis Diaz. He arrived at Bayern Munich only a few months ago, but he has already left a massive mark on German football. Goals,
Through to Diaz. Oh, Diaz, brilliant from Lewis.
assists,
Diaz, who then does what is to be expected.
and even a trophy in his first month's numbers, strong enough for him to be labelled the best summer signing across Europe's top leagues. Bayern welcomed him with open arms and, more importantly, with an unquestioned place in the starting 11. Diaz took that trust seriously and made the most of it. What Bayern are enjoying now is the result of a player who adapted instantly and raised the level of the entire attack. Luis Diaz settled in quickly, alongside Kane and Olise, and became a key piece for Vincent Kompany. To this Bayern coach, there is no ideal lineup without the Colombian winger. His intensity, movement and end product are simply non-negotiable. Since his arrival, Lucho has scored in every competition. He found the net in the Super Cup against Stuttgart, which also became his first title with Bayern, and went on to post numbers that dominated the entire 2025 to 2026 transfer window. Luis Diaz is the player with the most goals among all signings across Europe's top 5 leagues, with a total of 14 goals. 9 of those goals came in the Bundesliga.
It's Diaz, who sells it one way.
He added 3 in the Champions League, 1 in the Super Cup,
Stanisic! Diaz!
and another in the German Cup. And this is what makes him even more dangerous. In this Bayern side, Diaz is just as important for his assist as he is for his goals.
Lots of space here for Luis Diaz and Kane!
With 26 goal contributions already, he stands out as the best signing of the season. Full stop. To put that into context, Diaz has outperformed Hugo Ekitike, Liverpool's attacking signing, who sits on 12 goals and has been a bright spot during a difficult spell for Arne Slot's team. It's not unusual to see Bayern Munich sitting top of the Bundesliga halfway through the season, but after 18 matches in 2025 to 26, this feels very different. Vincent Kompany's side are not just leading the table, they're doing it with a level of dominance rarely seen before. In fact, they've already scored 25 more goals than the most prolific Bayern team in history at this stage, the Guardiola side from 12 years ago. Bayern are a perfectly oiled machine in front of goal, but if one name stands above the rest, it is Harry Kane. The undisputed star of Bayern's scoring explosion has been Kane, whose output since swapping North London for Germany has reached absurd levels this season. The England captain has already scored 32 goals in just 28 matches, including 21 goals in 18 league appearances, failing to score in only 8 of them. To understand how extreme this is, look at the rhythm. In his first Bayern season, Kane averaged 1 goal every 79 minutes.
Kane. Harry Kane!
In his second season, that dropped slightly to 1 every 92 minutes. But heading into Saturday's match, the 32-year-old was scoring a goal per hour on the pitch.
And now Kane! Kane!
That is striker output on a different planet. And Kane doesn't score quietly, his goals come in bursts. His hat-trick in the 5-0 win over Stuttgart on December 6th
Ahead for Harry Kane. He'll go on left!
was already his 3rd of the season, and his 11th hat-trick overall since joining Bayern in 2023. When Kane catches fire, games are over within minutes. In total, the former Tottenham striker has now scored 83 Bundesliga goals for Bayern, more than any other player across Europe's top 5 leagues since his debut.
Versus Nubel.
That puts him ahead of Kylian Mbappe, who sits on 73 in the same period. This is the output of the best striker in the world. The sheer scale of Bayern Munich's scoring is something European football has not seen at this stage of a season since the 1930s. To find a team that outscored Bayern after 18 league matches, you have to go almost a century back. Athletic Bilbao scored 72 goals in the 1930-31 season, just edging Bayern's total at that point. Those goals proved decisive as the Basque side went on to win La Liga on goal difference after 3 teams finished level in an 18-game campaign, ending with a goal difference 28 better than Racing Santander. But the true all-time benchmark does not come from sunny northern Spain. It comes from industrial Lancashire. Blackburn Rovers scored 73 goals after 18 matches in the 1889-90 Division 1 season, finishing 3rd, and that number remains unsurpassed in any major European top flight to this day. In the modern era, the closest comparison comes from Roberto Mancini's Manchester City. In the 2011-2012 season, City scored 53 goals after 17 Premier League games, setting a record as they ended a 44-year title drought.
Agüero!
A team captained by none other than Vincent Kompany.
There's no point in playing the first ball if what we do what we show from the first minute is, here you go, have the ball, come back into our back, feel like you can have a chance. And that's my thing, you know, if I want to see this team go to the next level and do even more, then even at every single detail, we need to be honest with ourselves, and we need to be harder with ourselves.
It has, because it's a derby, it's United, it was at home, it's our chance to be champion, to prepare for our move there. But that is when I want to see the team, guys.
Bayern have blown past that mark, and while Harry Kane has been the headline act, Bayern's firepower runs far deeper. In the recent 8-1 win over Wolfsburg, 7 different Bayern players found the net. That result took Bayern to 15 different scorers this season, the joint highest total in the Bundesliga. The Saturday game versus Leipzig. It was also the 11th time they have scored 4 or more goals in a single match. 7 Bayern players have already scored at least 3 goals, a figure bettered only by Arsenal across Europe's major leagues. But there's a key difference. While Arsenal often rely on set pieces to break teams down, Bayern score in every possible way. 54 of Bayern's 71 league goals have come from open play, with just 10 from corners or free kicks and 6 penalties. Now, Bayern have their eyes on even bigger records. The Bundesliga record for goals in a single season stands at 101, set by Bayern themselves back in 1972. At their current pace, that mark looks vulnerable. If the scoring continues, they could even challenge Torino's Serie A record of 125 goals from 1948, the highest total ever recorded in a major European league. Right now, Bayern are averaging 3.8 goals per game. Keep that rhythm going, and they are on course for 132 goals by May. That wouldn't just be a great season, that would be football history rewritten. Across the whole of 2025, Bayern Munich have lost only once in the Bundesliga. That alone would be impressive, but at home, they've taken things even further. In their last 24 matches at the Allianz Arena, Bayern have scored at least 2 goals every single time, breaking a record that had stood since Werder Bremen between 1984 and 1985. Home advantage has become a guaranteed goal show. With qualification for the Champions League knockout stage virtually secured and a DFB Pokal quarter-final ahead, Bayern could hardly be in a better position at the start of 2026. Vincent Kompany, whose Bavarian journey began just 18 months ago, has been absolutely key in guiding the club to this dominant position. Even long-term injuries to star players like Jamal Musiala and Alphonso Davies failed to knock Bayern off course. And now, the scary part, both are back. Musiala returned and, in his very first match, delivered an assist straight away. In terms of pure talent, he is arguably Bayern's most gifted player, and his presence will only push these goal numbers even higher. What makes Kompany's work even more impressive is his trust in youth. The rise of Lennart Karl this season is the clearest example of his philosophy paying off. 7 goals and 2 assists so far, plus history-making moments. Karl became the youngest player ever to score in 3 different Champions League matches at just 17 years and 290 days. His ability is undeniable, but it is Kompany who has given him, and many others, the platform to thrive at this level. And this Bayern squad isn't just about attackers. This is a complete team, stacked with elite quality in every zone. Manuel Neuer, despite his age and the odd mistake, remains a goalkeeper capable of saving matches and organising his defence like few others ever have. In central defence, Jonathan Tah, Upamecano and Kim Min-jae are absolute monsters, dominant in duels and a constant threat from set pieces. Out wide, keep a very close eye on the return of Alphonso Davies, still the most explosive fullback on the planet, alongside the relentless Konrad Laimer, one of the Bundesliga's most complete workhorses. And Hiroki Aito has quietly proven himself to be a top-class defender, calm, intelligent and reliable. In midfield, Leon Goretzka remains a guarantee, while Alexander Pavlovich has become vital for Kompany. His box-to-box ability, positional intelligence, energy, ball recovery, passing accuracy and goal threat make him irreplaceable. And then there's the king of Bayern's midfield, Joshua Kimmich. His distribution, vision and commitment are simply unmatched. Up front, don't sleep on Serge Gnabry either. The German winger is delivering again with 7 goals and 8 assists, reminding everyone just how special he is. When you look at all these names together, one thing becomes clear. This is not the same Bayern Munich. This is a special version of a team that can blow anyone away, that is proving itself to be the most terrifying attacking force in world football right now. And yes, Europe should be scared.